Hey, Shalom. Call Loyam Wahwala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the venerable apostles of the great millstone, along with the bishops and elders who rule well, and salutations to the Bayashah that would die the house of David the elect. Starting as always with the 144,000, the men of the Lord, the servants, the prophets. Quick article off of WLTX.com going into this economy and the continuing demolition of the existing system we're in. All right. E is bringing down, all right, this old system. Okay. And he's getting ready to implement that new one. All right. That NWO. Okay. He's slowly getting you sheeple acclimated. All right. To the new way of life he's going to introduce to you. Okay. And you're not going to like it. Ultimately, you are not going to like it. But a lot of you are going to go, are going to go right along with it, because you want to be a part of E's world. All right, Esau, the Jewish international bankers, all right, the elites of Esau, Edom. They got big plans, especially for you Israelites. All right, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They got big plans for you. Okay, they're building a wall around you. They've been building it. All right, a digital wall. Okay, and there's not going to be any way out soon. You're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to decide. And the Lord's already predetermined who's gonna bend the knee and worship the image of Baal, and who's gonna resist. All right, because there's no such thing as free will. Anyway, let's get into this. And this is a local story. All right, this is a local news channel here in Columbia, South Carolina. All right, where we stay, close to where we stay. All right, Wells Fargo to lay off 525 in Richland County by mid-2024, documents show. It's significant. And again, these banking jobs are being eviscerated. There's no need for actual bodies to fill these positions anymore with the rise of AI and robotics. Okay, a lot of these jobs, I'm sure, are customer service related jobs. A lot of these people are, I'm sure, working call centers, etc. But this is significant, and again, this is the trend. All right, we know where it's headed. At some point, again, these elites are going to issue out digital IDs. All right, you're going to be tied to the Federal Reserve. All right, through the CBDC. All right, and the end game is that micro CHIP, which we constantly speaking on, to the point where I'm sure many of you are turned off, and that's okay. You can be turned off all you want, because we were commissioned, beginning at the top with the pillars of the church, the elder apostles of great millstone on down. Okay, and those of us brothers in the right spirit, we were commissioned. Okay, to warn you. Okay, and to speak the words of prophecy into the ears of his people, that this is coming, man. This charagma. You're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to make a decision. Are you gonna go to the right, or are you gonna go to the left? 2/3 of the house of Yasharal over here in Babylon, they're gonna go to the left. They gonna bend the knee. They're gonna worship this beast. All right, they're gonna worship this madman's system. Okay, they're gonna want to be a part of it so bad that they're gonna turn themselves into a robot. All right. Ultimately, you're gonna access your funds, through that CHIP. Work. Let's see. A notice filed with the state suggests several layoffs planned in South Carolina by a national bank. A worker adjustment and retraining notification update. Warn. That acronym. Warn. And that's what we be doing. Giving you Israelites warning from on high. It's coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, just coming through our mouths. Okay, we just the Lord's mouthpieces. We're the trumpets. All right, it says a worker adjustment and retrain notification update shared by the state through scworks.com said Wells Fargo intends to lay out 525 people by June 30, 2024. The notice shows Richland as the county and the company's Greystone Boulevard address as the location, though it's unclear if the layoffs will occur solely at this location. Warn announcements by some larger employers are required by law. Salachya workers must also be given at least 60 days notice before the date of a mass layoff or plant closing if the worker meets certain conditions. A spokesman for Wells Fargo released a statement to News 19 that said the company, quote, continues to bring employees in non-customer facing roles together and improve and modernize, end quote, its workspaces. Well, that translates into we go into AI. You know, we go into them chat bots, we go into robots, you know. That's what improving and modernizing means. You Israelites are going to be out of jobs. Because a lot of Jacobs up in them call centers, doing them customer service roles, doing them kind of jobs, you know. And this, again, this is all Bible prophecy. The scriptures clearly talks about there being no work for Egypt. And we in Egypt right now, being in America. This is Egypt reincarnated. This is all these ancient, wicked heathen empires and kingdoms reincarnated. Sodom, Egypt. This is Assyria. This is Nineveh. This is Babylon the Great. All right. Which is going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. Okay. It's going to be destroyed by these ICBMs and the chariots of the Lord. All right. That's the end game for this place, man. That's what the Lord, that's the judgment written, man. And he declared the end from the beginning, it says in the scriptures. Let's get it. Speaking of scriptures, I've been rambling. Damn, Salaki, I've gone 7 minutes without a precept. Hold on. That ain't good. Hold on. That ain't good. Let's get Ecclesiastes. We all know the scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. I'm going to get right to the point in verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Who are the keepers of this house? Who manages this economy? You know, these financial analysts. Okay, these prognosticators. You know, referenced in Isaiah 47 chapter, for example. You know, these stockbrokers, etc., and bankers. They're the keepers of this house, and they're trembling right now. Okay, they see this country, so-called country, is really a corporation controlled by the Bank of London. All right, owned by Rothschild himself, but they see this country, you know, and its economy going down the drain, man. All right, it's going down the drain. The people are buried in debt. What is the national debt up to? Over $33 trillion and climbing. Okay, there's no way out of this, and they know it. That's why they tremble. And it says, "And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few." Yeah, the grind ceasing, man. Okay, when those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah. In other words, they look into the future. They look at this data. They look into the future, and they don't see. They hopeless. They see nothing but gloominess and darkness, and damn straight. That's just because this place is about to be destroyed, and the doors should be shut in the streets, right? When the sound of the grinding is low. Yep. All right. These doors to all these banks are gonna be shut up. I was looking at this other article. Maybe I'll go to it next. I don't want to make this too long. Quick news and prophecy. Okay, let's get this other article going in how Chase Bank, they're shuttering, you know, thousands of locations. You know, so all them jobs are being eviscerated. I just like that word. I like using that word, eviscerated. When the sound of the grinding is low, okay, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. You know, you be setting your alarm, getting ready to go out, look for work, and you're not gonna find any, man. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah. It is the city of confusion that is breaking down. We caught a glimpse of this, these doors shutting in the streets. We caught a glimpse of that, right, in 2020 with the demic. All right, and another one of those is on the way. They averted a government shutdown last night, but that don't mean shit. Like I said 8 days ago in a video, don't matter if the government shuts down or not at 12:01 a.m. October 1st, 2023, to hopefully hear that all these prophecies come to pass. There's a shutdown coming. That was all political theater. That's all that is. It's all for show. Okay. You Jakes believing in that. You prove what the scripture says about you is true, man. Your Sodom children retarded. Okay. Hold on, let's go. Let me get another precept. Cause I got Isaiah 19. Do I got Isaiah 19 open? Do I got Isaiah 19? I got Isaiah 24. Let's go to Isaiah 19. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 19 and just get right to the point once again. Quick news and prophecy. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 14. The Lord Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. Right, the Lord's mingled a perverse spirit in this place. Everyone's perverse out here. Everyone's against the truth out here. The only ones for the truth, the only ones speaking the truth are the men of the Lord, his servants, the prophets, the 144,000. What about all the truthers that are out there on TikTok and Instagram? And they telling some truth regarding their government and the wickedness their government's doing. But they're not coming all the way out with the truth. That's the job of the prophets. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot of truthers out there that monetize their videos, that bring out information. But we the real truth tellers, man. Everyone else out here is perverted, man. Perverse. There's a perverse spirit in the midst of this place. All right, and they have caused Egypt, okay? Again, we're in modern day Egypt, to err, salachya, in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Ain't nobody gonna have work out here. Whether you're a chief, one of those chief executives, whether you're at the top or whether you're, a custodian, and at all points in between, ain't nobody gonna be working out here, man. Okay. And that day, verse 16, shall Egypt be like unto women. Yeah, because it's going to be so brutal out here that there's going to be so much. There's going to be famine. There's going to be people starving out here, people dying in the streets. These strongmen out here are going to be, basically acting like a bunch of fucking women, man. And it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua of hosts. How is he shaking his hand right now? Through his servants, the prophets. All right, which he shaketh over it, right? This land is getting ready to tremble, man. Everyone's pride out here is getting ready to be brought low. All right, these Edomites walking around here all proud and shit, puffed up, proud. They whole system is circling a drain, a la what George Carlin said years ago. Their whole system, their whole way of life is circling a drain. They're out here still thinking they winning, man. And Jake right beside them, It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, but the sown places, it says in the scripture, suddenly the sown places will appear unsown. So all these inner cities with all these banks, all these tellers, all these ATMs, okay, all these various branches around town, all the sown places, they're going to appear unsown. And the scripture says that's going to happen suddenly. All right. So salachya, my internet's hosed. Y'all get the point. Here's this other article I was looking at. Chase, it says, this is off the sun.com. It was put up 2 days ago, September 29, 2023. Chase closes down more branches than any U.S. bank and will shut down 4 more in October after 3,000 industry closures. Thousands of banks have shut down in the U.S. last year, but one has stood apart from the pack with the most closures. Chase Bank shut down the most banks in the U.S. in 2022 and is scheduled to close even more next month. Look at that, spiritual. J.P. Morgan Chase shut down 144 branches. It's the 144. It's all about the 144 right now. And that remnant, right? That remnant included, man. All them men, women, and children among Yasharallah who believe what we're saying. They believe the report we're bringing. Okay? Y'all get the point. This place is finished. That's all I got. Lord willing, you was edified through the Spirit. With that, I want to say shalom. It's on to the next video.